When the power dies and temperatures plummet, most families realize too late that survival isn't about luck. It's about having the right tools. FEMA just updated their winter emergency list, and what's on it might surprise you. In the next few minutes, you'll discover 9 budget-friendly essentials that could be the difference between a dangerous situation and a manageable one. These aren't expensive gadgets, they're proven tools that work when everything else fails. Welcome to Prep Pantry, where we turn preparation into peace of mind. If you're ready to protect your family this winter, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss critical survival information. Winter is often romanticized as a season of cozy nights and beautiful snowy landscapes. But beneath that picture-perfect surface lies a growing threat. In recent years, winter storms have become more intense and unpredictable, leaving entire regions vulnerable to sudden blackouts and dangerous temperature drops. The devastating Texas freeze and similar events across the Midwest showed just how quickly a comfortable home can turn into a survival challenge. Families found themselves trapped, shivering, and scrambling for last-minute supplies. Some were even forced to burn furniture just to stay warm. But here's the truth. The key to surviving these emergencies isn't panic, it's preparation. And that preparation starts with understanding how to keep your body warm when everything else fails. When the furnace goes silent and the house grows cold, most people think about heating the entire space. But in a true emergency, survival is about conserving your body's warmth, not the building's. That's where battery-powered heat devices come in. These devices, rechargeable hand warmers, battery-heated gloves, and heated vests, deliver direct, personal warmth to your chest, back, hands, or feet. One charged battery pack can provide several hours of steady heat. And here's the best part. You don't need one for every person. A single pack can be rotated among family members, each taking a turn to stabilize their body temperature under blankets. Why does this matter so much? Because hypothermia is insidious. It doesn't start with violent shivering. It starts with fatigue and foggy thinking as your core temperature slips degree by degree. The moment you slip a warm pack under your coat, you regain control, buying critical hours of safety until morning or rescue arrives. Stock rechargeable hand warmers and heated clothing. Keep extra charged battery packs ready. Share devices among family members to maximize their effectiveness. When everything else fails, you don't need to heat the house. You just need to heat yourself. Now, as the temperature drops, your home can quickly feel more like a cave than a sanctuary. Thin fleece blankets won't cut it when the cold becomes dangerous. That's where heavy-duty blankets come in. Wool, military surplus, or modern synthetic versions built for cold survival. Here's the science behind it. Heavy blankets trap air, hold heat, and keep working even if they get damp. Wool in particular insulates wet or dry and can last for decades. When a blackout hits, a heavy blanket creates a microclimate under the covers, conserving energy hour after hour. But these blankets are more than just comfort. Use them as ground tarps, extra layers over drafty doors, or padding for window covers. Keep them rolled and ready for multiple purposes. Here's what most people don't realize. Thin blankets may feel okay at first, but they allow heat loss to continue quietly, risking hypothermia, especially for the elderly, sick, or children. Heavy blankets silently hold the line, keeping your heart beating steady until help arrives. Stock at least 1 or 2 heavy-duty blankets for every person in your home. Prioritize substance over softness. This isn't about luxury, it's about survival. And speaking of holding heat, let's talk about body warmers. When the cold creeps indoors, protecting your core body temperature becomes vital. Body warmers are small chemical packets or rechargeable versions that produce portable warmth exactly where it's needed most. Place them on your chest, spine, or stomach to support vital organs. They can be slipped into gloves, boots, or underlayers for deep warmth. Unlike blankets, body warmers generate new heat. They don't just trap what you already have, they create it. Emergency shelters stocked with body warmers have shown lower rates of hypothermia and higher survival rates during winter blackouts. Here's why they're so effective. They require no electricity, no setup, no maintenance. They're small, lightweight, and easy to stockpile. One packet can last for hours, giving you time to rest, recover, or keep moving. Body warmers transform from comfort items into core survival armor when the power is gone and blankets aren't enough. They're your last line of defense when your body temperature starts to drop. Now that we've covered personal warmth, let's talk about something most people completely overlook: heat conservation. Because here's the truth: keeping heat inside your home is just as important as generating it. When the power goes out, most people worry about their heaters, but the real enemy is heat loss, especially through windows. Glass may look solid, but in freezing weather, it's a wide open door for thermal escape. FEMA and the Department of Energy recommend insulating windows during cold snaps, and you don't need expensive gear to do this. Thick blankets, foam board, cardboard, or plastic sheeting layered with fabric can do the job. Even old quilts, newspaper, and tape can make a significant difference.
Prepare window covers in advance. Use whatever materials you have: blankets, cardboard, plastic. Seal windows tightly to trap air and block leaks. When the blackout stretches into days, insulated covers will be the difference between conserving heat or losing it to the night. But conservation alone isn't enough. Eventually, you need to generate heat, and when the grid collapses, electric heaters become useless. That's where fuel-powered radiant heaters come in: propane, kerosene, or catalytic models designed for moments when electricity is gone, but warmth is essential. These heaters run independently from the grid and deliver heat directly to your body and surroundings. Modern models come equipped with safety features like oxygen depletion sensors and tip-over shutoffs, but you still need to respect the flame. Keep heaters at least 3 feet from curtains or flammable materials. Ensure proper ventilation. Refuel only when the unit is cool. Follow manufacturer guidelines strictly. This isn't something you want to learn during an emergency. Stock propane canisters or kerosene now. Learn how to use your heater safely. Make it part of your emergency plan, because blankets can serve heat, but radiant heaters create it. In a crisis, flame becomes your ally. That single source of radiant heat may be what holds off despair during a winter blackout. Now, while we're talking about generating warmth, let's not forget about warming your body from within. A thermal insulated water bottle is more than a trendy accessory. It's a silent, reliable survival partner. These bottles keep hot drinks hot for 8 to 10 hours. That means you can fill one in the morning and have warmth available throughout the day and into the night. The steady warmth inside your body makes a massive difference. But here's something most people miss. Dehydration is a hidden danger in cold weather. Your body works harder to stay warm, you breathe drier air, and you often don't feel as thirsty. A thermal bottle ensures you're drinking enough while providing that critical internal warmth. Old-timers used simple thermoses to keep water hot through the night. Modern bottles are even more efficient, holding both heat and cold. Use them to keep hot drinks hot for warmth, or to prevent melted snow water from freezing when left outside. FEMA approves this tool for its durability, reusability, and ability to provide warmth and hydration in one package. It's simple, effective, and absolutely essential for winter survival. We've covered warmth and heat conservation, but there's another critical element of survival that people often forget until it's too late: food, light, and the ability to cook independently. Hunger during a blackout is a silent threat. When the power is down and supply chains freeze, shelf-stable emergency food packs become invaluable. These are freeze-dried meals, vacuum-sealed ration bars, retort pouches of stews, rice, or tuna, and multi-day kits designed to last 5, 10, or even 25 years. These packs require minimal preparation, often just water, and can be eaten cold if necessary. They're balanced for survival, providing calories, protein, and nutrients when your body needs them most. Store a variety: soups, grains, proteins, high-calorie bars. Spread supplies across your home, car, and go bag. Rotate yearly to maintain freshness. FEMA's directive is clear: stock emergency food packs now, not when the storm is overhead. Because when the power cuts out, you need more than food. You need light. And while flashlights and LED lamps have their place, they rarely last through prolonged outages. The classic kerosene lamp, however, remains a reliable source of light and comfort. A kerosene lamp provides a warm, steady glow for 15 to 20 hours on a single fill. It offers psychological comfort and a touch of warmth. It's adjustable for wide or focus light and can be amplified with mirrors. Kerosene fuel can be stored for years if sealed properly, making these lamps a long-term solution. But safety matters. Keep lamps stable and away from flammable items. Store extra wicks and trim them correctly. Ventilate when in use. A kerosene lamp is more than a light source. It's a beacon of hope in the darkness. When everything is cold and dark, that single flame reminds you that you're still in control. And speaking of control, let's talk about cooking. When the kitchen goes dark, most modern appliances become useless. The multi-fuel camping stove, however, is built for independence. These stoves can run on kerosene, white gas, propane, alcohol, or even small chunks of wood. They don't rely on electric igniters or gas company supply. Set them up safely in a garage, porch, or balcony. Boil water for sanitation. Cook hot meals for warmth and morale. They even provide a small but vital source of heat. Fire is life in survival situations, and a multi-fuel stove is portable fire on demand. Choose a stove that accepts multiple fuel types. Store fuel safely and in sufficient quantities. Practice safe setup and operation before you need it in an emergency. Because when the power's been out for days and you can finally heat a meal, cook clean water, or warm your hands over that flame, that's when you understand the true value of independence. These 9 FEMA-approved essentials aren't about fear. They're about taking control before the crisis hits. From battery-powered warmth to independent cooking, each item represents your family's independence when the grid goes dark. Notice how none of these tools are flashy, high-tech, or complicated. They're simple, proven, and chosen for one reason. They work when the grid doesn't. Most people wait until the storm is already here before thinking about preparation, scrambling for blankets and batteries, hoping the power comes back quickly. But then, it's too late. Survival isn't about reacting, it's about preparing before the crisis begins.
Whether it's a multi-fuel stove to keep meals hot, a thermal bottle that locks in warmth for hours, or body warmers that shield your core against freezing nights, each of these items represents more than comfort. They represent independence. Start building your winter emergency kit today. Assess your household needs. Count the number of people. Consider special requirements for elderly family members, children, or medical conditions. Gather these supplies: battery-powered heat devices, heavy-duty blankets, insulated window covers, a fuel-powered radiant heater with fuel, shelf-stable emergency food packs, a classic kerosene lamp with fuel and wicks, a multi-fuel camping stove with fuel, thermal insulated water bottles, and body warmers. Keep supplies accessible and organized. Rotate food and batteries annually. Test devices and practice safe operation. Review safety guidelines for heaters and lamps. Keep a battery-powered radio for updates. Store extra batteries and matches. Winter blackouts are not a what-if, they're a when. When that moment comes, you'll want more than good intentions. You'll want the gear that keeps you fed, hydrated, and warm enough to push through. Preparation is the quiet power that turns a potential disaster into a manageable challenge. With these 9 essentials, you can face the harshest winter storms with confidence, knowing your family isn't helpless in the dark. If this video helped you feel more prepared, smash that like button and subscribe to Prep Pantry for more practical survival strategies. Drop a comment telling us which item you're adding to your kit first. Stay warm, stay safe, and remember, preparation is power.